Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Punishing Gray Raven reaction. Today we have Under Dimension. This is a song that has been appearing many times in many videos from PGR, so I figured by now should probably get around to just listening to it and seeing what it's all about. So without further ado, let's go! Got some visuals going on with it too. I didn't honestly think there was going to be like motion to this one. I thought it was just going to be the thumbnail, but all right. Oh, it kind of is the thumbnail. Already. The piano and violin are gorgeous in this. It's very well done. Lots of dynamics and everything. It's leading into something. She's gonna open her eyes. I can tell. There it is. Ooh. Yeah, it's like a synth-based feel. That like a low synth bass. I love that. And the lifted hi-hats. Alright. Those eyes are very striking. I know that's the point, but that's great artistry. That's great colors. Not the point. I need to not get distracted. Music time. Ooh, bass drop. All right. I like the toms. They go from ear to ear on that, just like 1-2. It's great use of space in the headphones. All right, we got like a breakdown. Whew. An offbeat snare. All right. This composer is having a lot of fun. They're not playing it like cut and dry 1-4. They're putting effort in to change things up. I really appreciate that. I really like this. Oh, it's getting faster. Okay, I guess we're gonna jump in with that synth, alright? Woo! Oh! Now that's melodic. Woo! Melodic synthwave. All right. It's like dubstep, synth, everything all put into one. Had a lot of... That was a lot of good sound. I don't know what that face I was making was. Right. Kind of let it sizzle out. That was really cool. Oh, that was cool. All right, so what a song. What a song. That started out completely different than how it ended. It went through quite a few phases. The piano and violin were at the beginning. I was like, oh, this is going to be a really pretty song. We're going to kind of go orchestral. No, we went like a synthwave house feel, and I didn't think that that was going to be where that song went, given how the song started. And there was that part in there with the percussive elements, the toms as I call them, because I'm pretty sure they were just tom samples, but bouncing between the headphones, that was really fun. I like it when composers do that sort of thing. They play around with the panning and really let their imagination run wild, and they get a really good sense of space in your ears, and you're just like, oh, that's different. This sounds bigger as a result. And of course, later in, just slightly later in, when they started adding in those like higher synths in there to really build on top of what was already started with the low end of the synths, I just like it when evolution like that happens naturally. It kind of caught me off guard because I wasn't sure where the song was going to go, if it was just going to go straight into a drop, if it was going to double time. There's so many ways you can evolve a song like that from something so simple that the beginning had and work your way into it. And they decided to add some more layers, make it feel a little bit more bright, which is a unique way to do that. A lot of times when you build into a rise like that, and then you drop something out, or you change the sound entirely to evolve the music to a different section, whereas this more or less just gave a little bit of new breath to something that we were already familiar with. And I really like that. And even later in, when it started to do things like adding in those vocal lines, and I was like, hello, and then it did that drop in there, that was unexpected, and it almost had this sort of like melodic dubstep energy that came into this synthwave synth pop sound, and I was not prepared for that blend of elements. I didn't expect to hear any like revving wubby bass happening in this song from the prior parts I had heard up to then. And I see why this is highlighted on this video as like the highlight to go back to. I'm sure many people like that, and for good reason. That is a great section. It feels good, it's crisp, nothing feels out of place. The only thing that I think felt slightly out of place was there was a dancing synth, just kind of like the one that was cycling around, the like like that, the background, like I'm gonna call it like the ambient synth that was playing through most of the song. Sometimes felt like a little bit jarring, like it wasn't quite lining up with the rest of the track around it. Like there was some elements that just didn't feel like it was lining up, and that does happen with those sometimes. They don't always land perfectly on the one, so to speak. so it can kind of fall out of favor every other beat or every couple of beats. And that did happen a few times, and I did notice it, but it wasn't so jarring where I was like, oh, this song's terrible. It's just part of the process for songs like this, and I was honestly fully subconsciously expecting that sort of thing to happen because I'm so used to hearing it. It is not by any means this song's fault or this producer's fault. It's just how that goes sometimes. Beautiful song, loved the way it sounded, really liked all of the evolutions, and that drop in there has got to be one of my favorites in recent memory. So like, good on you, producer. CoyDe. I don't know how that is said. I'm gonna go with Coyd. Great song, very well thought out, had a lot of fun, and I can tell that you had a lot of fun with that one. But I guess that's basically it. So thank you all so very much for watching. Thank you for requesting this song. I'm now disappointed it took me so long to get to this one, but I'm glad I got to it. And yeah, if you want to hear me do any other ones, leave them in the comments below. I usually do the most voted ones first and get to those as soon as I can. So if you want to do that, you know how to follow and support me, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye!